our Lord. Amen. Let's give it up for Tyler.
Look at how dumb his picture is. What is this?
Morning CYC, how we doing this morning? Okay, so like I said, my name is Tyler Muller. I am 16. I am a junior at Federal Way High School. Gotta give a huge shout out to my parents for being in front of St. Vincent's. So I'm blessed right now to be able to share a little faith story with you guys. So being Catholic expresses the importance to be a disciple and to walk along with Christ. But what does the actual root word disciple mean? Well, let me tell you guys. The Latin word discipulus means to be a learner or a student. And as a disciple, we are called to be a witness of our faith, which makes a lot of sense and fits in well with what I'm going to share with you guys today. So like most young Catholics, I did religious education at St. Vincent's. I went through First Communion, just mostly to please my mother. Then after that, church just kind of fell off my family's priorities. We go Christmas and Easter, but that's about it. So when I was about 8 years old, I lost my father. He passed away unexpectedly at the age of 50. So I was young enough not to fully understand it, but I was old enough to notice how drastically my life would change. It kind of took a toll on my family, and now I hated going to this thing that my mother called church. I felt like my father was taken from me. It felt so unfair. Like, why now, and why me and my family? It made me feel like there was always chains on me, or always something was out to get me. Put me in a dark place I thought I'd never get out of. So, fast forward a couple years to my freshman year. So my freshman year, my mom informed me that I was time to start religious education again at St. Vincent's to get confirmed. So she made me and my sister join Life Team. I started to go for a few weeks, and she shared with me that she was sending me to a Catholic youth convention. I can't remember a recent time where I fought and screamed with my mother so much. I felt like I was being forced to go, and if I had an option, I would have said no in a heartbeat. Going back to a place that I convinced myself that I hated, didn't sound too great to me. But at the time I was forced to go. My attitude walking to church Friday night, knowing that in the morning I had to get up on a bus to go to convention, was horrible. But that Friday night at St. Vincent's, we did kind of a praise and worship. And I don't know, there was something about it that kind of loosened me up. It made me realize that maybe the weekend wouldn't be so bad. Not to mention that night, I met some of my best friends there. So the next morning we got to convention. There's no one word that could really describe how I was feeling. I was nervous, I was anxious, I was mad, I felt awkward, and just the whole 9 yards. I remember sitting down about right over there in the same gym next to one of my friends that I made the night before. And the opening speaker just came out, he was making everyone laugh, and it was encouraging everyone to just be open and, take in this weekend. And I told myself that I'd try. I needed to, something I haven't done in a while. I knew it was gonna be hard, but I needed to try. So going to all the workshops throughout the day was amazing to me. I learned so much about, how God works in relationships, how it works in many ways through other people, how Jesus was an original hipster back in his day. But nothing made me feel so whole and so full. That was something we did called adoration. It was my first time getting the chance to feel this beautiful experience, and it was life-changing. Just sitting here in this gym with 1,200 other Catholics just praying and worshiping our great Lord. It was amazing. I felt like I was having a one-on-one conversation with our God. I would remember just sitting there, just kneeling and admiring what was happening right in front of me. I didn't really wrap my head around it until about 3/4 of the way through, but our great Lord was present right here in front of me. It was mind-blowing, it blew my mind, it was crazy to think about. And I can remember exactly what was going through my head and what I was praying for. So, my mindset at that point just kind of flipped 180 degrees. After listening, really being open to my workshops and the speakers, it filled me with so much love and so much peace and made me feel whole instead of empty. And what moved me the most is I was praying so hard I began to sweat, and I just kept praying. I was praying for an open mind, a clean slate, just mostly for a fresh start. It flip my entire view of my life around. I knew right then and there that I never had to wonder if anyone ever cared for me. I loved our Maker, and I knew that He loved me. And I have never felt better. Convention put me back on track with my faith, and I knew and I could feel that God was present all around me that entire weekend. So that weekend and that encounter I had with God, it opened my heart and inspired me to be a witness. Now I'm involved in so many things around my parish, and I love nothing more than to give back. I now look forward to going to my youth group, and I'm in the leadership program for it. All those friends I told you that I made that Friday night are my best friends, and our favorite thing is to go to youth group on Sunday nights. I can't begin to tell you how great of a feeling I get when I volunteer. It's a feeling like no other. I found a passion in teaching little kids at our children's ministry, and every time I do, I feel like God is standing right beside me. I went on church retreats, I got confirmed, and I always love coming back to the place that inspired me to do it all. I love coming back to convention. I love my faith, and nothing will ever separate the internal fire I have for me inside of it. I felt like it was an obligation to speak and share the story with you guys because it moved me so much, and I wouldn't be the guy I am today without it. I definitely hope this weekend hit you like it did to me. This is a beautiful experience, especially if it's your first time. Convention is such a powerful place, and God has a path paved for all of us, and He calls each of us to be a witness. And once I learned which road was right for me, I never want to go back. It truly is a blessing, and I pray that you will find your path to be a witness of your faith. I hope you all had a blessed, a spirit-filled, and an amazing weekend. I hope to see all of you guys next year. Thank you, and God bless.